Hello family, how you all doing? I guess it's a beautiful Monday. It's a beautiful day, and the Lord has been teaching me some things recently that I think I should share with you because it might be of great help to some of you out there. Okay, now this particular teaching might not be for everybody, but might be for some of you who intend to have a close relationship with God. It's going to be a teaching that will make you realize and know the love of Christ for you. Yes, let me put it that way. So we're going to be looking at the book of Hosea chapter 1 to the end. Now, in its entirety, Hosea was a book that, or is a book of the Bible that talks about the love of Christ. But most of us don't really know that it's about the love of Christ. But let's take a look at it. From chapter 1, the Lord told his prophet Hosea to go and marry a prostitute. Now, marrying a prostitute for a priest, it's a no-no. Like out of nowhere, God just told Hosea, go and marry a prostitute, because God wanted to use the marriage, the union, the whole scenario as a lesson to the house of Israel, Judah, and his people. So God told him to marry a prostitute. That is how the Bible put it. And he married a prostitute and had 3 kids. All right, yes, 3 kids. And God named the 3 children after the judgment for Israel. Like the first one, was it not my people, or how did God even name it? But anyways, she gave birth to kids that God gave specific instructions on how to name the children, because those were the judgment of God for his people at that time. Now, that's not where I'm going to. Now, when he married this prostitute, she enjoyed the love of Christ, the love of Hosea. Yeah, he took care of her, he attended to her needs and all of that. But that wasn't enough for her. She went back to the streets. She went back to her old lovers. She went back to the gulags where she used to trade her body for money. She went back to her old life, not minding what her husband, the priest, would go through, the shame, the disgrace, and everything. Then in chapter 2, Hosea was so upset, like he hates her, he's not going to love her children, he's not going to love her and all of that. And while she was in the street, while she was out there doing her stuff, she realized that, my goodness, I thought these people could provide for me, but they couldn't. I have to go back to my husband. And then she was thinking about it, like, I need to go back to my husband. He's the one that that has been taking care of me. But in the Bible, it was put in a third person. It was put in a third personality, because this was God now saying, these are the people that I love and I've done all of this for, but they've gone back to their vomit. They've gone back to the streets and all of that. And then in chapter 3, God restored. God told Hosea, go and take your wife back. Now he did something. When he went back to the streets to take her, he paid a price. He paid a price to ransom her back, like a cleansing rite and all of that. He took her back into his arms. Now let's pause there, guys. This is a story of God's love. This is a story of the love of Christ to us. The name of Hosea's wife was Gomer. Now, you are a Gomer, I am a Gomer, because this is God telling his people, we are his people. Most of the time, we run away from the love of Christ. But you see, that love that Christ has for us is a reckless kind of love. It keeps coming after us, just like Hosea kept going after his prostituting wife. He kept showing her love. He kept going after her. He kept telling her that I really love you and all of that. So God was just trying to teach. And now he's teaching us this morning that no matter how far you've gone away from him, no matter how far you think you have offended God, God's love covers all of those sins. That is why Jesus went to the cross. That is why Jesus went to the cross. See, look guys, when you read the book of Hosea, you get to understand the depth of God's love for you. Now, some of you are thinking is a lost case. What can be worse than you marrying a woman, putting her in your home, having your babies, and then going back to prostitute? No, that is deep. That is a pain that can actually make someone go mad. But then God told him, go and bring back your wife. Go and take her back, ransom her back. That was what the death of Christ did for us. God has already paid the price for you and I. Jesus went to the cross for that sin you think is too bad. Jesus went to the cross for that character that you think that is beyond repair. Jesus went to the cross for it. He has paid the price. All you need to do right now is to accept that love and return back to Him. Guys, if you know you have missed a step, if you know you have missed it, see, look, you are not far gone. You're just like Gomer. Come back to Him. Accept that love that He has for you. Hosea 5 verse 15 says, I need to read it. I need to read it. It says, and I will return to my place until they admit their guilt and turn to me. For as soon as trouble comes, they will earnestly search for me. Is it not funny how most of the time we remember God, we remember His love when we're in trouble? We remember Him when things are not going the way we plan. But God is saying that He's waiting for you to come back to Him, because He knows that when you hit rock bottom, you will come back to Him. You do not need to hit rock bottom. Wherever you are right now, you can return back to God. You can return back to Him. You can come back to His love. You can come back to His loving arms. You can return back. He said He is waiting for you to come back to Him, just like Hosea kept waiting for Gomer to come back to Him. That is the kind of love God has for us. The love is not judgmental in nature. He doesn't judge you. If not, He wouldn't have sent Jesus to us. He doesn't judge you in any way. So come back to Him. Come back to the Lord, because He has so much in store for you. God is waiting. God is waiting for you to come back to Him. Listen, God is waiting for you to come back to Him, no matter how far you have gone. Some of you are thinking that God hates you. No, He doesn't hate you. He doesn't hate you. So return back to Him today. Give your life back to Jesus. For safekeeping, guys, for safekeeping. See, look, today's video is all about the love of Jesus Christ. Some of you have forgotten that He loves you. You're running off on your own, and it is dangerous. Come back to the sheepfold so that you won't get burnt out there. Just like Gomer, she kept going back to the prostituting life, and she kept getting hurt. She kept getting battered. She kept getting wrong treatment until she realized, go back. I need to go back to my husband. That is the person that can take care of me. And God said, take her back. God is telling some of you today, come back to me, because He's ready to receive you back. He's ready to receive you back. He never abandoned you in the first place. You left the sheepfold. So Jesus loves you, and you need to know that. So guys, use today, this week as a reflective moment. As a reflective moment. Where have you missed it? Where have you let go of God? Where have you turned your back on the love of Christ? Take that love back into your heart. Ask God for forgiveness and come back to Him, and He's ready to love you back. He's ready to love you back, guys. So have a blessed week and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.